Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News and your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, October 21st, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with some WWE news. The company is looking to return to Perth, Australia next year for another major show, according to a report in the West Australian. The company is reported to be in talks with the government of South Australia. Said Tourism Minister Rita Safiati, quote, "We're constantly pursuing these types of unique and exclusive events that attract visitors to our beautiful state, particularly ones that we know are incredibly popular like UFC and WWE," end quote. WWE brought the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event to Perth last February. After debuting Saturday night, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling held its second show last night in Windsor, Ontario, Canada at St. Clair College. In the main event, AEW's Konosuke Takeshita successfully defended the AEW International title against TNA's Josh Alexander. After the match, Takeshita and Don Callis continued to attack Alexander until Ricochet made a surprise appearance for the save. Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena retained her title against Giselle Shaw. Also on the show, the team of Bhupinder Gujjar and Raj Desi topped QT Marshall and Bully Ray after Darren McCarty attacked Ray, and Psycho Mike Rollins won a six-way match also involving Stu Grayson, Alexandre, Trevor Lee, Jake Something, and Sheldon John. In other results, Speedball Mike Bailey defeated El Phantasmo, Miyu Yamashita and Kylie Ray defeated Harley Cameron and Laney Luck, El Reverso defeated Classy Ali to win the QPW Qatar Championship, and the Jet Setters and Aiden Prince beat Rohan Raja, Rocky Romero, and Rohit Raju. And finally, turning to Japan by way of the United Kingdom, Zack Sabre Jr. made the first defense of his IWGP World Heavyweight title reign by turning back the challenge of Sonata in the main event of Sunday's New Japan Royal Quest 4 show held at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre in London. In the only other title match on the show, Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste retained their NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Championship with a win over Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tomohiro Ishii. In other selected results from the show, Hiromu Takahashi, Tetsuya Naito, and Titan defeated Robbie Eagles, Ryohei Oiwa, and Mascara Dorada. David Finlay topped Taka Michinoku. Kosei Fujita beat Michael Oku, and in a women's tag team match, Azumi and Danny Luna defeated Kanji and Mina Shirakawa. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.